Hello, in this video I want to talk to you about a couple of slang words, not insults, but just informal words that we use all the time and that are quite essential for you to know if you want to be able to understand native French speakers. Bosser. Bosser is a verb that means to work. Je bosse, tu bosses, il bosse, nous bossons, vous bossez, il bosse, on bosse. This verb is really used by everyone. If you want to say, these days I'm working all the time, for example, you can say, ces temps-ci, j'arrête pas de bosser. Bouffer. Bouffer is the informal version of manger, which means eat. Je bouffe, tu bouffes, il bouffe, nous bouffons, vous bouffez, il bouffe, on bouffe. And there's also the noun la bouffe, which means the food. Just one thing that you have to know is that these two words, bouffer and la bouffe, are slightly pejorative. So, for example, if you want to pay a compliment to a friend of yours about the meal that he or she cooked, don't call it la bouffe, because it's slightly pejorative. You generally use the word bouffe when talking about bad food, or food that you're going to eat very quickly just because you're hungry. So you might use these words with friends when you're, for example, going out in the city and at some point you're very hungry and you could say putain, j'ai trop faim, il faut absolument que je bouffe. Faut absolument que je bouffe. I really have to eat. Or you could also use use the noun la bouffe when talking about bad food, when complaining about the food. So, for example, if you want to say, you can say, dans cet hôtel, la bouffe est vraiment mauvaise. La bouffe est vraiment mauvaise. Literally, the food is really bad. Instead of qu'est-ce que tu fais, which means what are you doing, very often you will hear qu'est-ce que tu fous or qu'est-ce que tu fiches. Foutre and ficher are verbs that are used to replace the verb faire, which means do. The conjugation of these verbs are je fous, tu fous, il fout, nous foutons, vous foutez, il fout, on fout, and je fiche, tu fiches, il fiche, nous fichons, vous fichez, il fiche, on fiche. One thing that you have to know is that ficher is slightly less informal than foutre. And these two verbs are also used in the expression se foutre or se ficher de quelque chose, which means to not care about something. So when you say je m'en fous or je m'en fiche, it means I don't care. And if you want to specify that you don't care about something in particular, so for example, if you want to say I don't care about this work, you can say je m'en fous de ce travail or je me fiche de ce travail. So se ficher or se foutre de quelque chose. And there's also the expression se ficher or se foutre de quelqu'un, which means to be kidding or to make fun of someone. So when you say tu te fiches de moi or tu te fous de moi, it means, are you making fun of me? Un mec is a man. If you hear, j'ai vu un mec dans la rue avec une cravate rose, it means, I saw a man in the street with a pink necktie, right? You can also use this word to address someone, like, hey mec, ça va? Hey mate, how are you doing? Or, mec, t'aurais pas une cigarette par hasard? Hey mate, don't you have a cigarette? So you generally use it with friends or maybe with strangers, but only in a very informal context. You can't, if you come across the President of the United States, you don't say, hey mec, ça va? Especially since he doesn't speak French, so why would you do that? That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video.